Alright, welcome back. This is episode 56 of Road to 2300. It's been a very long time since I've done one of these. Let's go ahead and play our D5. We're playing against a 1909 opponent. And so we're playing like a Slav. Just get my knight out. Okay, so he's gonna fianchetto this. This is like the Catalan. I mean, if I take... This bishop is just going to be very strong, so I don't really want to take. But what I probably want to do is get my bishop out and just close up the loop. But I also have to worry about sort of this to make sure I can protect this. But let's go ahead and close up the loop. Very solid. And, okay. Can we maybe get the bishop out? Here's good. Right? I don't mind if the knight hangs in here. It's fine. Okay. He gets the knight out. I think I should just castle, right? Maybe I also want to play... Okay, does he want to push? Well, he can't push yet, so that's good. Maybe I want to play h6. Is that too slow? Well, the reasoning is I don't really want to lose my bishop. So I will make a luft for my bishop. And also potentially prevent a future pin happening with that bishop. I'm still totally expecting him to go for something like this. But again, yeah, I could take that pawn, but I don't like how sharp it gets very quickly. Okay, so he maybe is trying to expand on the queen side. Maybe I should do the same. Let me see. Yeah, maybe here pushes and then I could play here, but that really leaves this weak, right? So... maybe just ignore everything and just play knight d2. Maybe. You know, I do like that. Let's just play knight d2 and not think too much. Yeah, he expands on the queen side. Now maybe he's going to expand too much, you know? Maybe he's going to expand too much. I'm kind of thinking to play e5. If he takes, I take, takes. Beautiful bishops, but if he doesn't take, well, I can push, and it would be slightly awkward for him, you know, with this knight. Actually, he can't really go to many places. He goes here, I go back. So maybe now's the time, but if I push, let's say he takes with this. I mean, I guess I could take with the knight, right? And then he can push e5, that's a problem. So if I push here, he takes here, I have to take with this pawn because I want this to be protected. Do I want to mess up my structure? That's sort of my question. So let's say I push, he pushes here. I think that's fine. I push back. Let's say push. Yeah. I mean, look, this might be my only chance or one of the only chances where I get to... break open the position. So let's do it. Yeah, I mean, if he goes here, I'll just push back, I'll be happy. But the line I don't like is if he takes my D pawn. Now, playing with an isolated pawn, which I don't mind too much. But... yeah, we gotta control... Okay, so he ends up taking it, which is... I like. But there's something I may have missed. If I takes, he can take, and then add another attacker with the queen. I think. I don't really know. But what I do know, I think, is we should take with the knight. And if he takes, I'm gonna have these beautiful little bishops. Actually, I'm really liking this move by him. Not in the sense that it's good for him. I think it's maybe not good what if I took, he took back? I was gonna play the bishop in the middle, but I can't really do that now, can I? So I'm gonna drop this guy back. And I'm going to... Right, so he's exerting some pressure in the center. I think this is fine. Is it fine? I don't know if it's fine. Let's maybe take this. He takes... Maybe I can put my knight in the center. I think that might be a good choice. I mean, why can't I put my knight in the center anyways? I think when in doubt, you should trade. He has more space than me. I'm kind of getting a little bit cramped, so I think I'm going to go ahead and trade. And let's see if he takes back with the bishop or the knight. I think the logical would be the knight, right? And in that sense, maybe I have to play rook here just to control this file a little bit more. Oh, he takes with the bishop. That's an interesting choice, no? I suppose maybe he wants e5, right? e5 soon. I mean, I maybe he wants to take and push e5, but I think this is just too strong of a bishop to do anything. I could also undermine this here, but I don't like if he pushes. Wait, here. I can take, let's say take, bishop takes. I don't really like that. Let's try focus on the king side. I'm down to 5 minutes. Okay, I need to do something. Maybe... Should I do something with this knight? I feel like I should. I'm gonna plop my knight in the center and just see what he does. Just see what he does. And I wouldn't take. Let's say take. Do I want that? I think I do. All his pawns will be on dark square. So, I mean, if I take now here, okay, he goes back. No, let's trade everything down. And let's go into the endgame. Oh, well, this I did not see. This I did not see. So he wins a pawn then. Because I can't take because there's a checkmate threat. If I go here, he's going to take. Queen takes. I suppose I can push the queen. Yeah, this is something I didn't see. I mean, maybe I can go here. Takes. Here. And I'd actually have a lot of activity. Yeah. I mean, okay, what if he just goes here? Well, then I can go here, I guess. Yeah. Let's just get as much activity as we can because I know I'm losing a pawn. Let's just go back for a second. Yeah, in-between move. I'm a sucker for in-between moves, and I just completely missed that. So he goes for that. Is there an in-between move I can do? I don't think so. So I'm going to go ahead and take this pawn. Now, I like this activity I'm having here. I could... Let's see. With what rook? No, I think I should do with this rook. and get them active. And maybe what I can do... Yeah, that's good. It's also protecting this. I wanted to play here maybe, but I think I could just start blasting with my pawns. I don't know. You know, at this level, it's not... I think he wants to go here. At this level, it's not entirely, you know, over. I'm just gonna keep going. He wants a trade. I'm going to say no. For example, if I go here, I'm just afraid he's gonna go here. And what can I just sack? Take, push. I don't know. I'm just down on time. Let's just do it. But yeah, at this level, it's not over if you're down a pawn. It really is not over. You know, even if you go into a pawn or an endgame a pawn down, there's still a lot of chances for you. And this guy is trying to, you know, trade things off. So maybe what I could do is... No, I can't take here. I'm honestly... I'm just gonna keep... I'm happy with a draw if this guy wants to draw. He's very keen on trading down the queens. I don't really want that at the moment. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm down a lot of time here, so totally losing. But I mean, I do have a lot of activity if you were to get any compensation from that pawn. Like, I do genuinely have a lot of activity in the position. Okay, he goes here, so that's actually a really good move. It's an annoying move actually, because I have to trade off now, don't I? What if I just ignore? No, you just take. Do I have any in-between moves myself? Oh, maybe this takes, push, here, check, here. Yeah, what about here? I'm basically giving him a free bishop, but do I have enough? I push here. I think what he has to do is push this pawn to attack the queen. I have a check, he moves here, and I don't have any more moves. Okay, let's do it anyways, because I have no other choice. I just want to check with the engine afterwards if I had anything. But yeah, if he takes, I would like to push here and here. I just can't see that when he goes here, I have nothing. Kind of sucks. Okay, well, let's do it. You never know. Our opponent can... do I have this? I don't think so. Let's check. Maybe I can rook lift somewhere. Yeah, so only move I think is here, because if he goes here to the left, then I can hop in with my things. But here, is there a rook lift? No way. If I go here, he protects. I can just go here, and how does he stop this? No, he doesn't. Wow. Well, this just proves that you shouldn't give up, and he's not in time for this because I have a mate here, so he has to go rook here. I'm gonna take here. It's not time for here because that's mate. Wow. Okay. This is why I love and hate chess, is because you can be winning. Totally, at least this happened to me a couple of classical games. Like, I'm pressurizing, I'm winning, and then you blunder a perpetual, or you make one wrong king move, and all of a sudden it's checkmate. And you gotta love that, because this guy was beating me the whole time, and now there's don't think there's anything much he can do. Maybe he can check takes here, but he doesn't have a light square. Well, maybe he can go here and get a perpetual himself, which actually I should have looked at myself. But I don't think there was any other thing I could do. Now, actually, I don't think I have to take, because takes here. He has a perpetual. But if I just don't take, he doesn't have a check with the queen. He doesn't have a check with the rook, because I'm one move away. He's +3 in material. My king is utterly defenseless. I don't know. I don't see any way for him to protect against that. I mean, he can have all my, my rook all he wants, and he resigns. I would love to see the analysis of this game. Let's request computer analysis. I think the opening was good. I just messed up there. I don't think that e-pawn push was good. Okay, so I played a Slav. I love putting the bishop out and doing this first. Although I hate lines that are like this. I know you're meant to go like here, but a lot of times they just go something like this. And then he just has good development. But yeah, I love doing this with the bishop, getting it out. Castling, luft for my bishop. Here, a5 or bishop. Okay, knight d2, it's not bad. He pushes. Yeah, it was saying to undermine, but I don't like these cramped positions, and I suppose afterwards I can push and do what I was gonna do anyways. But anyways, okay, so I chose to push. I thought, in my opinion, this was the only moment I'm gonna get to open things up, So I did it, and yeah. So what happens if I take, right? I start playing with this isolated pawn. I mean, it's still equal, but you can see how it's... So, okay, anyways, I pushed. Takes. He pushes. I really like the way he pushed, actually. And I think my mistake was here. Oh. Oh, no. My mistake was taken back with the bishop. Because he has that in-between move. I played the next best move. So, it's to take with the pawn, which is a very strange... I looked at this, and I didn't like it. I suppose his bishop is biting granite, as Naroditsky says, but I don't know why I didn't like it. But okay, I made a mistake. I took back with the bishop, had to defend everything, takes, and he wins a pawn. But basically, I get a bunch of activity. He's +1, which isn't like major. It's just a pawn. You can go in any way. And here I just start blasting with my pawn, because you never know what's going to happen. He plays the rook there, and I just keep blasting, because, as I said, you never know what's going to happen. And I avoid the queen trade. I avoid the queen trade again. And here, I was supposed to trade. Now, this was a mistake, because, as I said, takes, forward, here, and he goes here, and then what do I have? I was thinking, maybe I can do a rook lift here or something like this, or just try get something going on, but that's didn't happen. And as soon as he went here, it's a mate in 7. It's a mate in 7. Here, here, here. Yeah, that's it. He can only postpone this here. But it just shows one wrong king move and you're toast. But this was a mistake. But in a blitz game, I know this is not a blitz game. Like, I'm supposed to just, take this in a normal game, and maybe I can have myself a game because it's kind of equal material. I'm gonna lose. It's +2. Like, I'm lost. But in a blitz game, I'd want the most complicated move, to try and make things happen. But anyways, I thought this was a decently good game. I just made a colossal mistake in just losing one pawn, and my position basically collapsed. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed and here it is. Equal. This was my mistake. More mistakes, and then that's it. 90% accuracy. Not overly too bad.